Easy work boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. How y'all doing out there? Just wanted to get on, talk about the upcoming fight we got going on with Canelo Alvarez. Caleb Plant, undisputed, will be the first fighter at 108 to be undisputed. Y'all know how I feel about the term undisputed. To me, a lot of people consider pound for pound the biggest thing in boxing. To me, it is not. To me, undisputed is the most important thing in boxing. When you go around and you collect all 4 belts, when you become the king of the ring, when you are truly the man, the baddest man in that division, that's what's important to me. And these two guys have a chance to go and get it. Me personally, I will be going for Caleb Plant. I think that Caleb Plant is a better fighter, all-around fighter. I know the resume of Canelo Alvarez, who he's fought, what he's accomplished, but I think that he will be made to look ordinary once again by Caleb Plant. I think it's really going to surprise people by the skills of Caleb Plant and how much people are doubting Caleb Plant when they realize what's going to happen in the fight. I'll take nothing away from Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is a hell of a fighter, strong fighter. He's accomplished a lot in the sport, but to be real with y'all know it's a lot going on with Mr. Canelo Alvarez. Y'all know Canelo Alvarez been busted for steroids. Canelo Alvarez been fighting a lot of tomato cans. A lot of tomato cans running around here. He done collected David Benavidez belt. To me, both of these guys, the winner or whoever wins this fight between Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez, they must give David Benavidez a shot at the title. The belt that Canelo Alvarez is carrying, the WBC title, is still David Benavidez's title. No one has beaten David Benavidez. No one took the man's title from him in a fight. They gave Canelo this man's title, but yet no one will give this man a shot. Now, David Benavidez, he's going on to fight the guy that, Caleb Plant took the title from. So we'll have to see, people going to use the triangle effect in that fight, to see who finishes the guy off fast. That was a fight also that Caleb Plant was said to lose. People were thinking that he was going to lose, and he came out there and put the guy out in fashion. Well, he ain't knock him out, but, he beat the guy better than people thought. And I think that's going to be the same situation that happens in this fight with Canelo Alvarez. People keep talking about the fact that when I talk about this, I don't take nothing away from Canelo Alvarez. I think Canelo Alvarez is a good special fighter. But people must remember, Canelo Alvarez was beaten by an older man and a smaller fighter. All I keep hearing about from Canelo fans is power, power, power. Okay, we all know Canelo has power. He has damaging power, but yet you have to stand there to get hit by that power. You have to stand there to get hit by that power. I don't think that Caleb Plant, if people watch him, Caleb Plant is a mover himself. He's not going to stand there and allow Canelo Alvarez to punch him in his stomach all night. So when people just keep mentioning power, 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 you have to land it. You have to land it. Canelo, he cuts off the ring real well. That's one of my words about this fight. He cuts off that ring real good. Now, I've heard people complain about Caleb Plant. I have actually seen a couple of times where he does, go to that rope a little bit too much. That's dangerous against Canelo Alvarez, and I hope that he's working on that and he's not trying to sit on the ropes and play with Canelo Alvarez. To me, he can either win this fight by clearly moving, boxing Canelo Alvarez, and by the swift counterpunching and the hand speed of Caleb Plant. He can stand right there in front of him like Floyd did. I think people are really not seeing the well-aroundness of Caleb Plant. I think people are so caught up on the facade or the glow of Canelo Alvarez, the name of Canelo Alvarez. People are just counting out Caleb Plant without even really looking into this fight. I think people are thinking this is a Caleb Smith. True enough, he beat Billy Joe Saunders, but these are two different fighters. And I think that Caleb Plant has the heart, the determination, and the mindset to go out and beat Canelo Alvarez. Now, To be honest with you, I'm not even worried about Caleb Plant losing this fight. I'm not worried about Caleb Plant losing this fight. I honestly feel in my heart that he can beat Canelo Alvarez. And that's what I'm gonna stick with. But everybody have their opinions. That's why I got on here tonight. And to see, who is everybody going for. Tell me your reasons why you think this fighter will win, why you think this fighter is lose. You said that you think Sanders was paid off. I don't know. I can't say. They always get on my ass about me saying anything. Once I say a fight is rigged, they call me the conspiracy theorist of boxing. So I can't really say too much about that. But I will say it was a hell of a fight. Canelo once again came out on top from his power. Take nothing away from Canelo Alvarez, but I think that Caleb Plant is a different breed. I think he a different breed. He a semi version of a Mayweather. This guy always counted out, and every time he's counted out, he always come out on top. And he has the skills to back it up. I really think he can. Yeah, people are sleeping on him, in my opinion. I think Plant has the goods. People really need to go and watch some of his fights. First thing I know, I understand people gonna say, "Well, who has he fought the caliber of Canelo?" You can't say the same thing for Canelo about Plant because, of course, Canelo has fought caliber opponents. But you can't really say that when we have fights where Muhammad Ali lost to Spinks, only had 7 fights. You have Vasil Lomachenko coming in only 16, 15 fights being top competition. The resume doesn't really define a fighter. What they do in the ring to me defines a fighter. As we just seen, hell, Mikey Garcia just got beat by a guy who they thought couldn't even stand in the ring with him. Whether he was robbed or not, it just goes to show on a certain night, anybody can be beat. And on that night, November the 9th or the 6th, November 6th, I think that Caleb Plant is going to come out victorious. I don't believe by knockout. I believe by clearly executing a game plan, staying calm, and outboxing Canelo Alvarez. That's what I believe. Canelo is dangerous. He's powerful, slick. That's one thing I'm forgetting myself about this situation. Also, let me think about that and talk about that as well. Canelo Alvarez is just as slick, especially defensive. Now, that's another thing I haven't even thought about for real is the fact that Canelo moves his head, slick fighter. Would that be trouble for Caleb Plant? Will that be a lot of trouble for for Caleb Plant to hit Canelo Alvarez? Canelo Alvarez, his head is there, to be hit, but sometimes when he goes into that, that slickness is very hard for him to be touched. But that's in the earlier rounds. See, I've noticed one thing about Canelo. He's very slick when he's not tired. When he's tired, that's when he comes in as if he's not tired. That's how I know when Canelo Alvarez is tired. He plays as if he's not. He's gonna keep coming forward towards you, but the whole time he's really tired. At that time, that's when most opponents really should step away from Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion, instead of just coming towards him because that's what he does when he's tired. He's coming to try to hurt you and knock you out. He doesn't want to get fatigued. I think, and if Caleb Plant can move around well enough, work on him in the later rounds, but it has the key to beating Canelo also though, it has to be body shots, y'all. And I think a lot of fighters fear him too much to even get up close to him and land body shots. I think that's a major problem. What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in as well, man. Rafael Plant isn't the same level as Floyd. You can see his style beat Canelo, but can he implement the plan like Floyd? Not likely. Um, the plan Floyd really used was just didn't move back. Canelo can't fight moving back. That's all the game plan really is. That's why I said Plant really doesn't have to move around the ring. Plant has enough speed and is a good enough counterpuncher to me where he can stand right there in the pocket and beat Canelo. He's taller. He has a longer reach. I think he could beat him. A smaller guy beat him. Why a bigger guy can't? A bigger guy that can actually box. Free mind, what's happening? Canelo will beat him. Uh, Notorious Rory. People are sleeping on Plant. Kingsley. What's going on, Kingsley? Just wanted to get on and talk about this fight. Salutation. Definitely. Laura had more skills than Plant. He still couldn't get the decision. That's another big factor that a lot of people are talking about is the fact that you're gonna have to basically knock out Canelo Alvarez to win. You see how they tried to do Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd was a bigger star than Canelo was at the time. They still tried to rob Floyd Mayweather by making that fight a majority decision. So imagine what could happen to Caleb Plant, if this fight goes to the decision, goes to 12 rounds. And that would be a horrible situation for Caleb Plant unless Caleb Plant can clearly beat up on Canelo Alvarez. And I don't think it's going to be that easy. So that's why I'm happy I'm on here talking with y'all, because as we talking, y'all bringing up points that need to be talked about, especially for people who are going to bet their hard-earned money on this fight, because ain't nothing like losing car note money or losing house mortgage money. So, it's good to have these type of discussions and hear different opinions so you could, get a different point of view of who you think you're going to win. Because stuff y'all saying to me right now, this is why I need y'all on this channel. I thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. It opened up my mind to look at the fight differently and predict the fight differently. So I thank y'all. He will make Plant fight his fight, possibly. This is, and another thing that's very important in this fight is, like Floyd Mayweather always told a lot of fighters, it's different under them lights. You can say you could do all this and that. You can do this and you can do that, but when you get up under them lights with me, it's a different thing. And this will be Caleb Plant's first big major fight, especially against a fighter like Canelo Alvarez. So do you all think that the lights, him being in a big fight like that, might not make him calm, might frustrate him in a fight, might, make him unfocused in a fight with Canelo? Canelo will get angry and overdo it, and frustration will set in like with Mayweather. I think so too. I think there's a possibility. Plant needs power to move Canelo back. Canelo is moving forward from round one. That's if he allows him. I think that Plant shouldn't allow Canelo to get, off on him first or move first. I think that as soon as the bell rings like Floyd did, like I said, Caleb Plant should run straight to the center of the ring and plant his feet there. Literally do his last name right there in the center of the ring. And I think that will intimidate Canelo Alvarez, because Canelo Alvarez already has it in his mind that Caleb Plant is going to run from him, as he said. He's going to run. He's going to run. Which it could be a way for him to detour Caleb Plant from running from him. It may be a psychological game when he's trying to get him to stay there in the pocket. But we have seen Canelo get beat in the pocket before. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that just because Plant, in my opinion, is a special fighter, that he's just going to beat him. I'm just going by blueprints. And a blueprint of Canelo losing is from a smaller fighter standing in front of him, beating his ass. So I don't understand how it is that people just can count out a taller, longer reach having Caleb Plant. I don't understand it. But that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Nerds, what's up? But I got Plant on this fight. Definitely want Plant to win. It's a perfect setup. Either that or Canelo might call out Ward. Canelo better not dare call out Andre Ward. He gonna get his ass kicked. Cause Andre Ward a different breed. Andre Ward a different breed. Andre Ward, now I told y'all straight up, I'm gonna be real with you. Andre Ward, the way he won a lot of fights was from headbutting, boxing tactics, and frustrating opponents. Canelo don't want to see that, boy. He'll make Canelo cry for 2 years. We'll never stop hearing about how y'all see how Carl Froch hate Andre Ward. Carl Froch can't stand Andre Ward. I'm telling y'all, Canelo Alvarez will be retired, still bitching about Andre Ward. Look how he doing about Mayweather. Mayweather retired. He still bitches about Floyd Mayweather saying that fight didn't happen. Well, Canelo, who ass was he out there whooping for 12 rounds? If that wasn't you. They got a clone of Cinnamon somewhere running around this motherfucker. That wasn't you that night sitting in that ring, said you were born ready. And you went out there and you got your ass whooped. That wasn't you. So imagine if Andre Ward and Canelo fight and Andre Ward getting out with that headbutt and man, Canelo, y'all probably find Canelo ass hanging from the Staples Center. That nigga jump off a motherfucking building, he lose to Andre Ward. You know, I just had to give it to y'all real. The Canelo facade is real. And I think that Caleb Plant is going to be the one to bust it back over. You know, Floyd already, shined the light on it. Floyd already shined the light on Canelo, that he wasn't what people thought he was. I think Canelo going, go back in that room and turn that switch on. That's what I think. I got 12 people watching. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It also helps the channel. If you love the channel and you support the channel, please go to Cash App. Support the channel, please, if you love the channel. Please hit that like button if you love the channel. Let's go, y'all. Let me see some of these comments. Let me read. Plant is coming to fight for real. Yes, he is. And you know how tricky boxing is. Fighters get paid off. I don't think this is a fight where a fighter can be paid off. I think that Caleb Plant is too determined to come out here and build his legacy off being Canelo Alvarez. This is a life-changing fight. I hope there's not a payday or under the table money that Caleb Plant will ever accept. I really wish that he goes out here with a mindset and determination to beat Canelo Alvarez. He's getting KO, but Canelo didn't KO Mayweather. But I'm not, and once again, I'm not saying that Caleb Plant is Floyd Mayweather. I'm not saying that. Canelo's body work will slow down Plant. That's possible. I believe that can happen. He's cool, but there's a reason Plant ducked out of the fight before. Out of what fight? Oh, you talking about when Canelo Alvarez was trying to pull him in the ring twice? I mean, honestly, you would have did the same thing, MW. You'd have did the same thing. He trying to fight you on short notice and shit. He giving you 8 weeks to train. You know what I'm saying? Who would have took that shit? See, Canelo in his mind, he thinks that he can easily beat Caleb Plant. You could tell from how how he wanted that fight so bad. He offered him the fight twice. Caleb Plant turned it down due to the negotiations of the fight. Then they almost have it happen again. They almost missed the fight. Canelo come back again and make the fight. So Canelo is very convinced in his head that he can beat Caleb Plant without a doubt. That's without a doubt. Because y'all know for a fact, Canelo don't try to fight you until he feel he can beat you. Canelo's not going to fight you unless he feels he can beat you. Hence, Demetrius Andrade. If he don't feel he can't beat you, he's not going to fight you. I think that Canelo Ward would beat him even if it was his first fight back from retirement. Ward could take a tune-up fight or two. Yes, he could. Andre Ward still overrated. Still overrated. Has 2 wins. Carl Froch, Dawson, Rob Kovalev. I think he's overrated because he ran from being undisputed. He didn't fight Adonis Stevenson for the title, the WBC title, which was the last title that he needed to win. He ran. So, I don't really give Andre Ward as much credit as people always give him. I know that I never said Plant was Ward. I said that I have a hard time seeing Plant as determined when he turned down the fight. You gotta go back and turn, because I made a video where I got on Caleb Plant ass. I thought that he was bullshitting. When they was talking about he had to sit up and wait. Canelo still gonna have to. If Canelo catch COVID, he'll have to wait on Canelo and receive the same money. But Canelo was gonna get the same money, and they would have to wait. I thought that Plant was bitching about, worrying about Canelo Alvarez pockets, but it's only fair though. If you go and catch COVID, then I gotta sit down and wait on you, and you receiving $40 million. So I can understand why people looking at it like Plant didn't want to fight Canelo, but you have to look at it from Plant point of view. Just because you are the highest paid don't mean you just gonna come in here and run me. You're not just gonna make me come and get in no damn ring and do what you want to do. No, I'm not gonna fight you in no damn 8 weeks or goddamn 12 weeks, 11 weeks because you offer me a big bag. No, I'm not coming to lose. I'm coming to win. He was 23 when he faced Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather didn't put a gun to his head and make him fight him. He said he was born ready. He thought he was going to take Floyd Mayweather's superstardom, and he went out there and he got his ass kicked. There ain't no excuse to it. Like Canelo ducked out of 5 fighters in his weight class. Oh, hell yeah. I ain't never say now he wasn't ducking. I ain't never say Canelo wasn't ducking. He ducking like a motherfucker. He ducking like a motherfucker. Well, let me not say motherfucker for Canelo think I'm talking about his mama. It's crazy. He called Demetrius Andrade a motherfucker, but then when somebody calls you a motherfucker, Canelo Alvarez, they talking about your mother. With that sensitive shit. He know what's finna come to him. He a little nervous. See, this ain't a fighter that's backing down from him saying, oh, Canelo, he's a hell of a fighter. We're just gonna have to get in there on fight night and see what's gonna happen. No, Caleb Plant ain't doing that shit. Caleb Plant in there talking about, I'm gonna whoop his ass. That's what Caleb Plant saying. Either you said Plant duck Canelo after fight. He don't want to fight because Canelo doing stuff on TV. Yeah. He said the time that he got to sit and wait on Canelo Alvarez, and this motherfucker going around playing golf and doing TV shows. Andrade is a horrible fighter. Well, Canelo been fighting a lot of horrible fighters. So why not, if Andrade is a horrible fighter, go and kick his ass? Who runs from a horrible fighter for 10 years? Who runs from a horrible fighter for 10 years? That answer is, I think that right there takes the cake right there. I think it takes the cake. Who runs from a horrible fighter for 10 years? As many bomb ass, tomato can ass fighters Canelo Alvarez has fought in his life. And y'all have the audacity to call Demetrius Andrade horrible? I think y'all need to go back and check Canelo Alvarez's resume. Besides the big names, because damn near from 1 to probably 40 or 39 ain't nothing but taxi cab drivers. Yeah, I think people might want to go check that. Andrade has a style that could give anybody problems. Anybody. Not just Canelo, anybody problems. Easy Plant said he had a problem with Canelo going on TV. He had a problem with Canelo going on TV. Okay, I don't know where that's leading to, but Plant is better than Andrade. Andrade could force Canelo to take the fight. But he's not willing to take the risk to 50-50 fights to be in a position to... What? What the hell? Plant is a better fighter than Andrade. Andrade could force Canelo to fight, but he's not willing to take the risk to fight 50-50. What the fuck? First of all, Raphael, you know I love you, Raphael. But they not even in the same weight class, bro. He can't force the biggest star in boxing to do shit. He can't force him to do shit. And I'm sure Demetrius Andrade would take 60-40 to fight Canelo Alvarez, but it hasn't been offered. I'm sure. I'm sure he would take 60-40 to fight Canelo Alvarez. No problem. He been waiting for 10 years. 10 fucking years. Floyd did 6 4-week counts before a fight. What's the problem when you're the face of boxing, you're leading, not following, you make the rules? Yeah, but when you keep coming fucking offering me fights and I keep turning them hoes down and you keep fucking trying it and then you keep going on TV shows and shit trying to get me to fight you, what the fuck? I ain't got time to be sitting up here fucking waiting on you to quit golfing and going on TV shows. If you want to fight, motherfucker, fight. Give me a fair time. Come on, y'all. True enough, he hold ground. He the A side. But think of it as you being a fighter. Would you just take somebody just because they finna come pay you a big payday? Like, here, hurry up. Come on. 12 weeks training. Come on, hurry up. I ain't got time to play with your ass. Take this big payday and come on. You gonna be like, hell no, nigga, fuck you. Fuck you. No. I ain't finna go rushing no ring with you. Mel C. Mel MC, what's up? Roy Jones and James Toney with a Woodward, Andrade, and the whole 168 division. Yeah, that all right. That's some good names you just brought up. Those were fights for when he was a teenager. That don't mean shit. That resume still suck. But y'all love talking about resumes though. See how this shit changed? See how the shit changed when the truth come out? Oh, that was when he first started fighting. But how many of them first started fighting ass names on there? About how many of them? About 39? Yeah. Thank you, Raphael, for the donation. Thank you, Raphael, for the donation. If y'all watching the channel, I got 15 people on. Please hit that like button, baby. Please hit the like button. It ain't gonna kill you. Just one push of it. Boom, like button. Please donate to the channel. If you love the channel, go to Cash App. I remember when Canelo was my favorite fighter. Guess money do change it to a prima donna. I like Canelo Alvarez, but him and Errol Spence kind of remind me of each other. You know what I'm saying? Biggest, highest paid, ducking the most. Highest paid fighters ducking the most. Him and Errol Spence are really reminding me of each other. Hold up. Baines beat Andrade and didn't get the card. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think that's true. I don't think he won that fight. I know you talking about because he got that one knockdown. Don't win a fight, bro. Come on now. I see you reaching, but one knockdown don't win a fight. But y'all, we back to what we were talking about. Everybody on right now. I want to know what's y'all opinion. Who y'all think gonna win this fight? What's y'all opinion? Who y'all think gonna win this fight? Canelo Alvarez or Caleb Plant? I know it goes to who has the better team. All those factors come in the sport of boxing. That's major. Who has the better team, the better support system? And not only that, what team has the best experience? That's very important. What team has the best experience? You see what I'm saying? Mid-round KO. And Eddie Reynoso, they give him that this credit like he the best thing since sliced bread now. Um, I see Eddie Reynoso as another Derrick James. He just a trainer that was lucky to come across a Canelo Alvarez through his father. Since then, since training Canelo Alvarez, that's why you see Oscar Valdez over there, Andy Ruiz over there. Who else? Ryan Garcia over there now, because he was just blessed from his father training Canelo and coming up with Canelo, and now he just got passed on a good fighter. All this fighter of the year shit, they should stop that when y'all know their whole team is over there juicing up and taking steroids. Eddie Reynoso is not no good trainer. If he was a good trainer, his whole team would not be over there getting busted for steroids. Last time I called Usyk whooping Joshua, but for this fight, I can call it. I can't call it 50-50. I ain't going 50-50. I'm going with plant all day, all the way. All day, plant, baby. Yeah, I guess he did get Canelo at a very young age. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So when they giving him trainer of the year and shit, you know what I'm saying? This dude got him after his daddy got him. Canelo was already established when his daddy retired from training Canelo. Then that's when everybody else started showing up. Eddie Reynoso has trained 18 champions. How many of them didn't have titles before? How many of them didn't have titles before? And if I don't even think that's true, Barbarian King, because I didn't research that all on Google. I couldn't find one fighter, him or his dad, that didn't train besides Canelo Alvarez. I said I don't think that's true, but if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? Just show me the proof, baby. Show me the proof. Jerron Boots is just not his time. Jerron Boots need to fight Virgil Ortiz Jr. When them two fight, then they go and holler at the head honcho. I don't like the fact that them two dudes just coming out of nowhere calling out the head dudes. They ain't did shit. Jerron Dennis ain't did shit. Virgil Ortiz ain't did shit. They ain't did shit. Now, if they fight each other, yeah, go holler at Errol Spence. Go holler at Ugas. Go holler at Terrence Crawford. They get one real legitimate fight, which I think Jerron Ennis was Lepinitz and Virgil Ortiz Jr. was Maurice Hook. Okay. Why don't y'all two fight each other? How about that? That'll be great. These two prospects going around hollering about they want the champions. The thing is, we got two prospects. Two prospects. I think it need to be one prospect chasing the belts. So make them two fight, and then we'll see what's going on. You're welcome, bro. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Feel so bad for Wilder wife after the fight. He gonna take it out on that pussy. I hope she do, fine as she is. Ortiz and Rashad Ellis is more realistic. I don't. They should make their fight. They should make their fight between them two, man. They going around talking all this shit. Jerron Ennis needs to fight Virgil Ortiz Jr. I'm really fed up with them Charlo boys. Nothing but talk. He needs to pay Demetrius and Rodney. Man, the Charlo brothers, man, it's a sad situation what's going on with the Charlo brothers. These another group of fighters who say Demetrius Andrade is horrible, along with Canelo Alvarez, but yet they will not fight a horrible fighter. If he's so horrible, if he's such a disgusting, horrible, untalented fighter than Charlo brothers, Canelo Alvarez. The list goes on to all the major fighters in Demetrius Andrade's weight class, his division. Fight him. Let us see him be. Let's see. Let us judge how horrible he is. Because we want to see how horrible he can be against you guys. How about that? How about that? Demetrius hasn't had a similar win. What the fuck is you, Raphael? We ain't Demetrius Andrade ain't got nothing to do with Virgil tees and boots. Andrade can't fight people if they don't want to fight him. But remember, he's horrible. He's horrible, but nobody wants to fight him. Don't make sense, because whenever you see a big name fighter, they make they cherry picking fights real easy. You seen how fast Michael Garcia just made this fight so fast people didn't even know about it. So if Demetrius Andrade is such a horrible fighter, make the fight so fast that we won't know about it. We need to look up on the internet one day and say, God damn, he fighting Demetrius Andrade? That's the vibe we should be getting if this man is such a horrible fighter. Lord. I've been rooting for Demetrius Andrade to win for years, for him to get that big fight, man. This is really sad what's going on in the sport of boxing. And people not understanding. These people's lives. It's going to be 20 years from now, if luckily, Lord willing, all of us still here, well, we're going to be watching a boxing convention or something, and we're going to see Demetrius Andrade 20 years from now cussing out the Charlo brothers. Like, man, that's fucked up. Like, I was a fighter, y'all was a fighter. Why the fuck y'all wouldn't want to didn't want to see me eat? Y'all said I was horrible. Why y'all didn't fight me? You know, I would take that shit to heart. It'll be 20 years from now and they couldn't say shit to me. We could be at the Boxing Hall of Fame and they come, what's up, man? How you doing? You know, man, get the fuck out my face. Nigga, you ain't want to see me eat. Y'all could have been fought me, bruh. You see what I'm saying? That's whole shit, man. And there's a lot of whole shit going on in the sport of boxing. There's a photo of Joshua training with Ronnie Shields and Charlo today. Okay. I hope it works for him. You know what I'm saying? That people got to use the same shit they said about, you know what I'm saying, Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Can't shit be changed overnight just because you're going over there with Ronnie Shields. And Ronnie Shields ain't no good trainer to me either. Not saying that Ronnie Shields can't train, but he ain't teaching on Jamal shit. Jamal is the same fighter he has always been, and he lacks a lot of shit. We ain't seen nothing but bad performances from Jamal Charlo. So Ronnie Shields ain't gonna make it no damn better. The zone offer bags for Andrade and nobody want no. See what I'm saying? They offered Charlo $7 million to fight Demetrius Andrade. He turned it down. What is y'all talking about? Like I said, I'm on Demetrius Andrade, one of his videos. Demetrius Andrade been whooping ass since like Candyman. Demetrius Andrade was the Candyman of the amateurs, bro. He was the Candyman of the amateurs. You said his name, you seen motherfuckers ducking. They was ducking. That's why don't nobody want to fight Demetrius Andrade. He didn't want to see Andrade. Low blow champ. You know what time it is, man. He said he picked that dude over on the board. Andrade ducked the big fight. He been offered, such as Jamel and Laura. I keep hearing that, but there ain't no proof on that. Who started across the street? Errol Spence, Kim. Everybody know Errol Spence started that across the street shit. Everybody know that. That was Errol Spence talking that shit across the street. Well, we've been proved right now that you can walk across both sides of those streets, Errol Spence. So we don't want to hear that shit no more. You gave us that for 4 years. 4 years of across the street talk. He created a whole phrase in boxing. Thank you, Errol Spence fans. They ought to put that shit on the shirt now. They ought to put it on the shirt now. He did back out Jamel fight due to issues with Rock Nation. Yeah, I know, but it was also that they was gonna pay Jamel more than they was paying Demetrius, and Demetrius was the damn champion. I would have bagged out too. How the fuck you gonna pay him more than you gonna pay me and I got the title? Yeah, we ain't finna, that ship ain't finna fucking sail. It could still happen. They say ain't Laura that moved up to 160. It ain't too late. It's still a possibility of that fight. It's still a possibility of that fight, but in my opinion, I think Andrade got Laura. I think Andrade got Laura, y'all. Can't blame dudes for ducking. Yes, I can. It's called the sport of boxing, not the sport of ducking. Boxing. It's called the sport of boxing, not the sport of ducking. So I can be very upset behind the fact that I can't see the fights I want to see. That's that's what Bernard Hopkins told Demetrius Andrade. If y'all ever seen that clip, it's a clip of Bernard Hopkins telling him, bro, you have to be disrespectful. You have to make this motherfucker think about you when he ain't nowhere around you. You got to show up where he at. You got to let him know. You got to be disrespectful. I don't give a fuck he out eating with his mama. Show up and slap the food off the motherfucking table. Quit running from me, bitch. When we gonna fight? You see what I'm saying? He has to make him fight him. Every video he has to literally disrespect Canelo Alvarez. Every time they had an event around each other, point to him, call him a bitch. Say anything you have to get him in the ring. This is what Bernard Hopkins told Demetrius Andrade. I don't know what the fuck Demetrius Andrade is doing. Make him fight you, Demetrius. Show up everywhere, everywhere. Slap his food off, pour water in his face. Do whatever you got to do to get him in the ring. Oh no, I ain't say hey Kings, hell no, nah. I ain't say that now. Don't show up in no Mexico. Hell no. We might not see Demetrius again. Don't go down there. I'm talking about, if they in LA. You know what I'm saying? I will take a look at that video, MW. Terrence, oh man, come on now. You can't do that with Terrence. I saw Bernard Hopkins with Boo Boo. He told Boo, you got, yeah, you seen that video then. Yeah, but I mean, you got to keep doing that. You got to stay consistent. That's a woman's favorite word. You're not consistent. You know, you got to stay consistent. You got to stay on his ass. Don't make one video. Don't show up fight. Show up everywhere. Yeah, like Shannon Briggs was with Klitschko. Showed up while he was eating, slapped water off the table. You know what I'm saying? He out there swimming. He rode by him on a boat. Make him think about you even when you ain't around. Make him hate you. Let the world see he ducking you. That's what Demetrius Andrade has to do. Demetrius Andrade has to make the world see Canelo is afraid of him. And that's how he gonna get the fight. That's how he's gonna get the fight, y'all. MW, I wouldn't give a fuck who was the bigger star. I got the title. That's what he want. He's not gonna make more than me, and I got the title. I don't care who the bigger star is. He should have been a bigger. If he's such a big star, then they should create a title for his ass. Cause you ain't gonna come get mine, and I'm making less. You got life fucked up. And the hell did Briggs know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess he got, what I'm saying, insiders, He got people all around the world. These dudes go all around the world when they children. They meet different people, have friends. Then they have friends in the boxing game. Somebody be like, yeah, man, he out there eating at such and such. Don't tell him I told you, man. I ain't involved in that shit. Okay. And you just show up. You pull up. Yeah, you missed the old days of boxing where all the real fighters fought all the real fighters. You didn't hear all this, politics and business and across the street talking bullshit. Easy Mayweather made more money than everyone after Oscar, even if he wasn't the star. We talking about come on, man. I'm not finna go MW. I can't do that. I'm not finna go in. You throwing out narratives that ain't got shit to do with what we talking about. I can't go there. I'm sorry. Love you, bro. I love you. I can't do that right now. James Butt's money wasn't the same. That's why more risk. I don't understand it. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. He used to kill that shit. The boxers always do. They say it's because, it's not time, the right timing, make more money, make the fight bigger. Fuck that. That's ducking. The fight ain't gonna get no bigger than what the fuck it is. They act like if they wait 2 years, the fight gonna be $2 billion. It ain't. Because you making people uninterested with the wait. You don't eat cold food, do it. You don't eat cold food and say it's delicious, do it. You want that shit hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza, right? You don't eat cold food and say, oh my God, that's the best food I ever fucking taste. Well, that's the same way it go in the boxing game. We want to see that shit when it's hot. We want to see it when it's hot. We don't want no goddamn lukewarm ass fight. 2 4-year waiting ass fight. The fuck? What's up, Silver Surfer? How you doing, baby? Yeah. Ducking been going on a long time and it ain't got shit to do with politics. It ain't got shit to do with across the street. Ducking is when another fighter feels that another fighter can kick their ass and they don't want to sign the contract. That's all ducking is. It ain't politics. It ain't let's wait till we make the fight bigger. It ain't let's wait till we, all this bullshit. If the fight being talked about is already goddamn big. Hold on, Easy, do you remember? Yeah, I remember that. When he went in and he wanted that fight with Aaron Pryor wanted that fight with Sugar Ray Leonard, and then he ducked him. This man came up on stage with him and told, like, man, I'm the #1 mandatory. Like, what's up? I want the fight. I think you should get it on. What Sugar Ray did, ducked. Him and the man, they itching for a fight, man. Devin need a fight. Devin got them 135 pounds to scared of him, man. Respect to Devin Haney. Respect to his daddy, too. But respect to Devin Haney. He got them boys running scared, man. Devin got him scared. Devin got him scared. Y'all, please, if you love the channel, you support the channel, the Cash App, PayPal is available on the channel. Please show the channel some love, some support. If you love the channel, you support the channel. Don't ask for much, baby. Whatever you can send is all good. You understand? But back to Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant before we get off, y'all. We got to finish talking about this subject of Plant versus Alvarez. I just hope to see, which I don't think Plant gonna be doing a lot of, but Plant does go up and down when he throws combination. I want him to go to that body. I want him to go to that body. That's one way to beat Canelo Alvarez. You have to go to that body. I think you have to suck some air out of Canelo Alvarez, tire him out. Aaron got offered 800K by Leonard years before and ducked that. You know how much money? You know how much money Sugar Ray Leonard was making? Yeah. Do you know how much fucking money Sugar Ray Leonard was fucking getting for fights? See when it's really time to talk about the business side of it, don't nobody talk about the business side of it. I'm a fucking fighter too. Sugar Ray Leonard first fucking fight was $50,000. His first professional fight. So imagine what the fuck he was making after his first fucking professional fight. Hell no, I don't want no 800,000 when I gotta pay a trainer and my motherfucking team. Kim, that's a good question you just asked. Caleb Plant got some good boxing skills, but what my concern is if he gets hit or hurt, can he fight out of it? That is a good question. I feel that he can fight out of it. I think with all he's been through with in his life, losing his mother, losing his daughter, I know those things have nothing to do with boxing, but when a man can lose all that, in my opinion, I think it's gonna be very hard for another man to stop him. I think getting up from a punch ain't nothing to a Caleb Plant, in my opinion, if you understand what I'm saying. A man that can go through all that, endure all that pain, losing a daughter and a mother, I think that if he was to get hurt, I think Caleb Plant is the type of man that will get back up. That was a good question, though. Oh yeah, you have to give Canelo them angles. That's how Floyd beat him. What's up, Magnetic? What's up, bro? Kingsley said, he see it now. Caleb Plant backing up and holding the ropes and complaining. No, holding Canelo and complain. What does everybody think about Tank Davis' next fight? I think Tank, it's a bullshit fight, but it's an attractive fight. It's a bullshit fight, but it's an attractive fight simply because Rolly Romero got power. Other than that, this a Barrios. This another Barrios fight. Another bullshit fight for Tank Davis when he should be fighting the real guys up there at 135. And then do you know I just looked on his Twitter account and he got on there strap season? What you mean, all them WBA belts? All them what you had the IB? I know he had the WBO or the IBF at one point, right? All them WBA belts, that's your strap season. Get the hell out of your Tank. Getting up from a punch ain't mental. It's your body, and your body gives up on you. Ricky Hatton hated Pacquiao, but his body condition couldn't take it. That's a good point. I can't really argue with that right now, but that's a good point. Between Canelo and Caleb, I'm going for the Brown brother before the other one. Hey, Dickie Guns, come on, bro. Come on, bro. We don't do that. I respect you. I thank you for coming on the channel. We don't do that. We don't do that racist. We don't do that racist shit on here, bro. Thank you for the support. Thank you for coming on. But I ain't going for nobody because they brown or whatever. I'm going for who the better boxer is, bro. We don't do that on this channel. You know, no disrespect to your dick and two guns. We don't do the racism over here, man. Seeing Riley hitting the pot. Yeah, Riley crazy, man. I think Riley I don't think he ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Let me put it to you like that. Riley is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Oh yeah. I tried to go with Herring. I wanted Herring to win, but I got ninth round stoppage, y'all. Ninth, 10th round stoppage, Shakur Stevenson. He gonna do Herring in. I hate to say it. I like Herring. I love Herring. I think he's a stand-up guy. He would seem like the type of guy I could chill around, but this is about boxing, this is not a personality contest. You know what I'm saying? So I got to ride with the better fighter, and the better fighter to me is Shakur Stevenson. Also, if y'all haven't checked out my video on that fight, on that prediction, Herring has lost to two southpaws, and neither one of those southpaws had the skills of a Shakur Stevenson. So that's why I'm riding with Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to check that out if y'all want to. On Canelo and Plant. I have to check that out. Who did they say was gonna win? DT3 and Thunderdome. Who did they say will win on their channels? Who did they predict to win the fight? I'm going, like I told you, I'm riding with Caleb Plant. I love going for the underdog though. You know, I have to cut that out. I done learned that I have to cut that out when I'm trying to make predictions of fights. I have to take my personal opinions of fighters out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing when you're predicting a fight. You have to make sure that you take your personal feelings for a fighter or what you feel towards a fighter out of it. What did they say on their channels? Who did they predict would win? And for those who are new on the channel right now, who do y'all think will win in the fight? If y'all didn't come in at a time when we first started, that's basically what we were asking. Um, different viewpoints on who we feel will win the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. Please let us know. Please let me know. It opens up my mind to, things I don't see for good predictions. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't just like to tell who gonna win. I like to tell how they gonna win. Like what's gonna be the punch that's gonna catch them, or you know what I'm saying? I like to see different things, and when y'all tell me these things, it's stuff for me to look at when I make my prediction. I ain't made one for this fight, even though I'm saying that Caleb Plant gonna win, but I really want to know. It helps a lot. Thunderdome says Plant's a bomb, and Canelo don't deserve credit if he beats him. But besides that, he showed footage and explained his points. What? Thunderdome called a white fighter a bomb? What the fuck? That's rare. Khan versus Plant. Who, Amir Khan? Shit, I got Plant. Is it? I just watched the promo on Shakur Stevenson and Herring. Herring lost his daughter and is a good fighter, but I have to go with Shakur Stevens too. Me too, bro. I like Herring, former ring, fought for this country, but that has nothing to do with the sport of boxing. Yeah, Riley gonna get whooped because Riley can't box worth shit. Riley cannot box, but if he fuck around and catch Tank, if he catch Tank, Lord, he gonna shake his ass up. If he catches Tank, it's over. DT3 the Boom Man show habits of each fighter and what they get caught with and what they like to do in fights. With that film, it was really good, but he didn't say a prediction. He let you decide. Okay. But on the Canelo and Caleb Plant, I think it's going to be a better fight. Hey, Raphael, if hey to anybody, you know what I'm saying, and which y'all ain't been showing, y'all ain't showed no love but Raphael. And salute to you, Raphael. You know what I'm saying? If y'all donate to the channel, go to Cash App, please. Go on Cash App and donate. Don't ever donate on YouTube. Don't donate on YouTube. It take a long time for me to get that money, y'all. That's it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Raphael. But like I said, those who love the channel, support the channel, please go to Cash App. Please go to Cash App. I think it's a possibility Tank could get his ass knocked down too. I keep telling y'all, people act like Tank don't get hit like he actually Floyd Mayweather. Tank is not Floyd Mayweather, y'all. All right, Tank can be hit. Floyd got hit. And we ain't never seen Tank chin really tested. We ain't never seen Tank chin really tested. Much respect to Caleb Plant, though. He lost his mother and daughter. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Man, he lost his mother and his daughter. You know, then his mother was killed by a cop. You know what I'm saying? By a damn cop. So I think, that man probably got a lot of anger in him. You know, I think that's what keeps him determined is the death of his mother and his daughter. I don't see Caleb Plant as a fighter who will give up, a fighter who will, quit on the stool. I don't see that from Caleb Plant. I think this dude got a lot of heart, and I think he coming out there to win. Now, this is another question. What if Caleb Plant gets robbed, y'all? What if Caleb Plant gets robbed? That's going to be so fucked up, man, if they rob him. What if Caleb Plant really goes out there and beats him by points and they rob Caleb Plant? What if that happens? On 3 hours of sleep? Yes, sir, I have. I have went to work off 3 hours of sleep. Yes, sir, and it was horrible as hell. Yes, I have. Couldn't sleep one night, had to get up, got off at 10:30, had to get up at I supposed to got up at 6, but since I work at a country club, I had to make coffee. So I really had to get up at 5. And I couldn't go to sleep. I slept for 2 hours, like 2 hours and 30 minutes. I had to go to work. Yes, it was horrible. I have done that. You think Ward would step up? I think Ward need to sit his ass down and stay in his place. You had a chance to be great. You had a chance to be the heir apparent of Floyd Mayweather, and your ducking ass when it sat down and became a commentator. Keep your ass over there commentating, Andre Ward. That's what I feel about Andre Ward. Keep your ass over there in that suit. All you had to do was fight Adonis Stevenson, and you ran. That's all you had to do. I wouldn't be surprised if he got robbed. They pick and choose who they want to be a superstar. Canelo is their guy. It's true enough, yes. That's very factual. A knockout is very necessary for this fight. Very necessary. But y'all gotta remember, Caleb Plant is with Al Heyman now. Al Heyman got some money too now. And oh, trust me, Al Heyman would love nothing else better than to have them belts over there with him. So trust me, Al issuing out some money too to make sure some shit don't get fucked up. Cause I would if I was his promoter. If I was Al Heyman or his advisor, whatever they call Al, I'll be making sure like, hey, let me whatever they trying to offer you, I'll offer you something to do a fair judging. Don't go in there with that shit. Talking about Canelo throw a punch in the air and all of a sudden it's a jab. Nah, man, these dudes making too much money. They got too much money, man. We ain't gonna hear nothing from them. Can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? They living it up, living good, eating shrimp, tasting the air. But we want to see y'all fight. Caleb Plant doesn't have the power to KO Canelo. We'll have to see. You know, a lot of fighters don't have one punch knockout power, but they have knockouts. And accumulations of punches can stop a fighter. It don't have to be just straight one punch knockout power. A lot of fighters don't have one punch knockout power. Give them the lower them hands, may hit them with the overhand right. That's a good analysis, James. I like that. That's possibly something that could happen. That's possibly something that could happen. Two different fighters, though. Two different fighters. Never know about how much this man may want this fight, y'all. Never may know how much he want this fight. Canelo fight or Bud fight? I say it's the same. For me, it's the same. It's two big fights. I don't really see no difference in who fight is bigger. Both of these fights are important. That's all I can say. They're important for the undisputed matchup, and it's important for Crawford and Porter because, you know, it shuts up a lot of naysayers and it gets the division starting to move how it should have been moving. So, yeah, this is a very important fight, both of them. I got 4 blue play faces on Plant. I hope we gonna win that. Send me 100 when you win, bro. Send me 100 when you win, Barnyard. Cause I'm riding with Plant too. I'm riding with Plant too, y'all. Please do. Shit, send me 25. Shit, send me something. Please, brother. Please. But y'all, I've been on for an hour now. Been on for an hour. I thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support for coming on with me. You know what I'm saying? Making me understand different points in this fight I need to focus on before I make a decision on a prediction. I'm riding with Caleb Plant, though I want Caleb Plant to win this fight. I'm going to take my time out, start looking at different things, and then I'm going to come back on and see if my mind changes, you know, from the talk we done had today. Please do. Please do. Say you lost 2 on Wilder Fury. I'm sorry to hear that, my brother. Sorry to hear that. I wish you would have won them 200. Wish you would have worn them. But hey, y'all, it's time for me to get off, y'all. Once again, y'all stay tuned to the channel. Please, you know what I'm saying? Show the channel some love, show some support. Go to Cash App. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to thank Raphael for the donation today. I truly appreciate you for that. And we will be back, you know, talking about boxing. So y'all stay tuned for me. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And y'all stay tuned. More real deal boxing talk. No bias talk. No racism. Easy work boxing. I'm out.